Pakistan's map, one thread binds its marginalized communities. Repression. In Balochistan, Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit Baltistan, and even in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Stories of plunder, persecution, and denial of rights echo with alarming regularity. And in Geneva, on the sidelines of the Human Rights Council session, activist Arif Aajakia once again pulled the curtain back on Islamabad's crimes, demanding global attention to a state that thrives on silencing its own people. We have a report.
Pakistan, already under the scanner for its poor human rights record, faced fresh criticism in Geneva. Arif Aajakia, executive director of the Asian Human Rights Forum, accused Islamabad of carrying out physical and economic genocide in Balochistan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Sindh, Gilgit Baltistan and Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. He charged that Pakistan, in collusion with China, is plundering natural resources in these regions, while locals remain impoverished, displaced and subject to violence. According to him, the so-called counter-terror operations are nothing but a cover for mass abductions, torture and targeted killings of ethnic minorities.
And Pakistan, with the help of Chinese Communist Party, is exploiting all the natural resources of Balochistan and giving nothing to Baloch. And when Baloch resist, their genocide is being committed by Pakistan's terrorist army, the Punjabi army. And poor women and children are also abducted by Pakistan's brutal army, and there are no human rights in Balochistan. Same situation exists in KP.
Balochistan, Pakistan's largest province by area, is rich in gas, minerals and deep sea access. Yet it remains one of the poorest regions, plagued by military crackdowns and enforced disappearances. Rights groups say thousands of Baloch activists and students have vanished without a trace, their families left in anguish. The same grim story extends to Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, where the Pashtun population faces collective punishment, frequent drone strikes and a militarized existence. Their demand for dignity and autonomy is crushed under the weight of state repression, with the Pashtun Tahaffuz movement facing arrests, intimidation and censorship. Meanwhile, in Sindh, often called the breadbasket of Pakistan, resentment runs deep. The province generates more than half of Pakistan's national revenue. Yet activists accuse Islamabad of siphoning resources away to Punjab, leaving Sindhis deprived of development, jobs and even basic facilities.
Same situation appears in KP, and then Sindh. Sindh is Pakistan's breadwinner. Sindh earns more than 50% of Pakistan's national revenue, but Sindh gets nothing. The agents of Pakistan army, the feudal lords of Pakistan People's Party, they are ruling hands in hand with Pakistan army. They are not ruling, they are looting Sindh, and Sindh's resources are looted blatantly and given nothing back to Sindh. Punjab is being developed on the resources of KP, Balochistan and Sindh.
Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit Baltistan are no different. Locals complain of political disenfranchisement, lack of constitutional rights and demographic manipulation. Despite this strategic importance, these territories remain under military control with widespread censorship and curbs on free expression. Reports suggest that dissent is quickly crushed, activists harassed, and resources diverted to benefit Pakistan's Punjabi elite. The activists' testimony in Geneva adds to growing concerns voiced by international human rights organizations. Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch and the UN have repeatedly flagged enforced disappearances, extrajudicial killings and systemic discrimination against minorities in Pakistan. Yet Islamabad continues to deny these charges, branding activists as traitors and silencing critics at home. Observers say Pakistan's use of ethnic repression as state policy not only destabilizes its internal fabric but also poses risks for regional peace and security.